Hey folks, so I would like to reprise a salad dressing I made for one of the unusual coleslaws that turned out to be really, really good. And I just don't want to forget it, so I thought I'd make a separate video about it. So I have here a small minced. Oh, and I want to go back and tell you, this is all in advance of making a classic French bistro dish, Salade Niçoise, or salad from Nice. So here I have some leftover vinaigrette, quite standard, lemon juice, garlic, oil, and a little Dijon mustard. Another standard is the same without the Dijon. And because I have it, I'm going to use it on the warm potatoes. But in the meantime, I want to make two vinaigrettes. One that is the new one, and one that's embellished specifically for this Niçoise because of the tuna. And I think it's better with fish. So here's my minced shallot. Oh, and the shallot is essential. It's very aromatic, and I like the flavor. It's mild and has a garlicky flavor. It's from the garlic family, and it replaces the garlic that you would normally use in a standard vinaigrette. Okay, so now we want a quarter cup of oil. Remember, we're making a lot, and I'm going to store this. And if it goes solid in the fridge, that's okay. Heat the jar under hot water when it comes out, and it's fine. So now we have the oil. We have a teaspoon of honey. This really makes it, along with the shallots. Really love it. Okay, a teaspoon of honey. I'm going to have to buy more honey, obviously. Okay, maybe a little more. Teaspoon and a half. Like that. Alright, try not to get sticky. Then I'm going to do two teaspoons of the Dijon. Mine is grainy. That's just because that's what I have. Oops. Grainy Dijon. Dijon's made with champagne vinegar. It's part of what makes it special. Okay, there's 1 teaspoon. But you don't have to use grainy. I mean, if you're worried about getting stuck in your teeth. I just don't have the other one right now. Okay, now we're going to do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, which has a unique flavor, because normally you use, for these vinaigrettes you could use balsamico for an Italian flair, or you could use red or white wine vinegar. But we're using apple cider vinegar, and I want 1 tablespoon. And vinegar is essential, or else it's not a vinaigrette. I'm going to put a little more. I mean, how could it be a vinaigrette without vinegar? Anyway, you don't want everything to be oily. Everything's falling apart. So now we're going to whisk this together and emulsify it as best you can. And the nice part about this is, first of all, you need a salt and pepper. I'm just going to do a big pinch of pepper and a small pinch of salt. Other people like it the other way around, but I don't, because I'm kind of sensitive to salt on my palate. It really can destroy things. So here we have the emulsified. Now, I'm going to put half of it in one jar for later, and half of it for, we're just going to divide it, because I want to keep them separate from the excuse my fingers, folks. I want one for salads and one for fish. And, oops, the fish one, the one that's going on this is going on the potatoes. This one's going on the tuna, and I'm just adding capers that have been rinsed. They're salty enough, you don't need the brine. And then I might throw those on the salad later. Don't want to overdo it. So the thing is, the great thing about using the mason jar, little jam jars, is even when they settle out, you can emulsify by doing that. And even if they've put them in the fridge and solidify, once you run them under hot water, you can emulsify them again. So this is the one I'm going to use for the fish. This is the standard one I'm going to use on the potatoes. And I'll be right back with you for preparing the composed salad known as Salade Niçoise.